Hi guys, welcome back to another video, and today I thought I would test out my distances with all of my clubs. So those of you that don't know, I've recently come back from Nicaragua, and with all the traveling and moving around and things, sometimes your clubs can change in terms of loft and lie. So it'd be interesting to see if there's any discrepancies with the distances that I think I normally hit my clubs, and if there are, it'd be interesting to look into the data and see whether it's down to how I'm delivering the club in terms of my swing and how that's changed, or if it's also to do with the loft and lies. So I'm going to get on the TrackMan now and hit around 5 shots with each club, and then we'll look at the data afterwards. So looking at my lob wedge, that's about 82 average here, which is about right. Then moving on to my sand wedge, that averaged out at 93, which again is about right, normally 90 to 95 with my sand wedge. Then this is my gap wedge, so this came out 116. I normally hit that between 120 to 125. All of these are carry distances, so that was a little bit down. Then this was my pitching wedge, which came in at 127. That's a little bit down, that's normally 130 to 135. This was my 9-iron, coming in at 144, which is about right. And then moving into my 8-iron here. This came in at an average carry of 155. Again, that was a little bit down. I normally hit that about 160. This is my 7-iron, averaging at 160 carry distance. Again, a little bit down. I normally carry that around 170-ish. And then this was my 6-iron, which averaged at 170. Again, that's a fair way down as well. I normally carry that to 175 to 180. This was my 5-iron, and this came in normally roughly where I'd hit it, so 188 I averaged with that, which is about right. And then moving on to my 4-iron, this came in at an average of 197 carry, which is about right as well, and normally about 200 with that one, so that wasn't too far away. And then moving into my 3 hybrid, which was a little bit down, so it was 215 carry. I'd say I normally carry that around 220 to 230. And then this was my 2 hybrid, which is a club that needs to come out the bag. I absolutely hate it. This actually normally carries a little bit less than my 3 hybrid because it comes in a lot lower, but most of it's down to strike with this, and that was averaging at 201, and it's normally about 220, but yeah, that's coming out of the bag anyway. Anyway, moving on to driver, which was averaging at 252 carry, which is a little bit down as well. I normally carry that around 260 to 270. So there were quite a few discrepancies there, especially with my mid-irons and my longer wedges. So I'm going to go into the data here and just have a look at a few things. Okay, so coming into the TrackMan app, and unfortunately I don't know why it has not put them all in order, but it makes it a bit confusing, but anyway, we'll go with it. I'm just going to quickly have a look at the main ones. I'm going to look at a gap wedge, pitching wedge, 8, 7 and 6, but I'll probably just have a look at a couple just to see what the situation is like in terms of ball striking, to see if maybe that's half the reason why all of these are down. So going into the 6-iron here, I'm just going to have a look at my impact data. That was obviously a bad one. That one was okay. That one was a bit high off the face. That one was a bit high off the face. So going into 7-iron, looks like the pattern is they tend to be a little bit high off the face and heel side, which does make a bit of sense. Just looking at the table of all of my shots, looking at my club path, that's -2 to -4, which has definitely crept a lot more over the top. It was a bit more neutral before I went away, and maybe when I'm playing my best it's a bit more neutral, so that will promote a bit more of a heel strike most probably. But just going in and looking at my 9-iron data, which I think has also got mixed up with my 8-iron. Let's just have a quick look here. Yeah, so everything seems to have a pattern of being a bit more hillside. And since filming the data for this, I have actually had a lesson which will be coming out within the next couple of weeks, so you'll be able to see that. But just a little bit from the lesson was that I was moving my body towards the ball, which actually did used to happen in the past, and that too would probably promote a heel strike. So looking at the data, that would probably be the thing which I'd say is maybe costing me a bit of distance. But I'm also going to get my lofts checked as well, because the gap between my, let's have a little look here, the gap between my 7-iron and 8-iron is only 5 yards. So I'm going to get those checked out as well, and I'll do another video on my distances to let you know if there's any major changes and if the gapping's any better. So guys, I hope you did enjoy this video. I know it was a slightly different one, and I hope it was interesting for some of you. But there will be a couple more videos on this coming up shortly. Once I've had my loft and lies checked, I'm going to do another video on my distances and hopefully get the gapping much better than it is now. But if you did enjoy it, please like, please subscribe down below, and comment down below if you've done any of your distances for this year either. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.